The top stories. MMWO highlights hidden agenda to erase Manipur history on demolition of Rajbari, Shillong. NDA government has curtailed powers and advantages of RTI, says MPCC spokesperson Ningombam Bhupendra. Approval received to set up Sanamahi Religion Studies Centre at Manipur University of Culture, says Vice Chancellor Professor Paunam Gunindro. And Polio Subnational Immunization Day 2025 observed nationwide with a target to administer over 3 lakh children with polio drops. Good afternoon and welcome to ISTV English News. Now we have the detailed news. President of MMWO M.A. Chesaba has expressed strong condemnation on the demolition of the historic Manipuri Rajbari, Shillong, terming it as an insult to the people in Manipur and questioning if it is a hidden agenda to erase the land's history. Chesaba also demanded the governor of Manipur to provide a clear report of the work to avoid a revolt from the people.
Puwari ke sago na lagba sahisa kaya ki mamang dagi lerikliba historical monument asibu natragna historical place asibu karigumba information ama fawa khanghanduna thugai ki ba haibase Manipuri khunai bu kai ba pibani haina MMWO na lawi kiram sigi matang da honorable governor of Manipur na athuba matam da miyeng sangbiraga marik chumba report ama miam khangna thamanbi gidabani haibo hamase section 1 na thamjari aduga puwari ke sago nariba mafam amabu kana kana kumbasingna manghandanaba khondragnabadi kaidonungda Manipuri miyamna compromise tawai haibasimasu baliba lengak amadi governor
Vice President of Indigenous Peoples Organization Manipur IPOM Chandramani Khumancha also slammed the demolition of Manipuri Rajbari and emphasized that demolition or renovation of the building after prior announcement to the people. In a joint press meet held by IPOM Meitei Pangal Council Manipur MPCM, Anova Senmitlon Progressive Alliance for Leadership and Empowerment of Mother Palem, Upako, Yelahomi Kanbalup, Yemkal, World Meitei Organization and MPF at Manipur Press Club. Chandramani criticized the Art and Culture Department of Manipur for its lack of transparency, stating that the department should have informed the public about any developmental works being taken up at the Red Land site in Shillong. Noting the clarification by Planning and Development Authority on the demolition, he termed the explanation unsatisfactory and careless. However, he added that since the building has already been demolished, the PDA must now come forward with a clear plan and timeline for the reconstruction of new structure, adding that the implementing agency must announce a specific time frame for completion of the replica, along with a detailed plan ensuring that the new construction respects the original heritage.
Puwariga sago na ba mafam amakak ne chamba mafam amakak din natte ba aduna maram oi kanduda masi thugai gadaure masi semjan gadaure haiba ba sidi madi moi miyam da khanghal lamba haibiramba yabane adusu makoina haibiramdre ado thugai khre Shillong da laiba student organization singna masi puthorakbadagi aikoi mayam khangine makoina puthorakanduda miyam laurakanduda makoina ngarang khaktamak sengtorakbase sina takpadi akoi sengbat sagalakpa matamdasu tauri haibagi namada matamse yam kuina logadaba male masimadi tawiganu aikoigi lupsingi maikaidagi request tawjari masi aikoina senggatna nabagi matamdo miyamda khanganbiu haiba wafam sima akoi thamjage.
Former Zilla Parishad member Thoksombira questioned why the demolition of the historic Red Land building at Shillong Rajbari was carried out without informing the people of Manipur. He urged the concerned authorities to refrain from demolishing historically significant sites in the future and to ensure that such actions are communicated transparently and handled with sensitivity. The statement was made during a press meet held today at his residence in Taubul, Bishnupur district, where residents, particularly women, mothers and elders of the locality, gathered to voice concerns over the irregular and delayed distribution of cooking gas by the Kongnang Gas Agency Bishnupur, as well as the alleged black market sale of gas cylinders. The residents urged the agency to ensure the timely supply of cooking gas ahead of the upcoming Ningol Chakoba festival. Speaking at the press meet, he pointed out that residents of rural areas like Taubul have not received gas for a long time, raising suspicions that gas cylinders meant for public distribution may be diverted to black market. With the Ningol Chakoba festival fast approaching, he warned that if the situation is not addressed immediately and gas is not made available to the public, the people may be compelled to launch various forms of agitation.
Karigumbada Chakoba mamangda gyase pibidaba tarigadi Manipur gi praja sing amasung Bisembu district ki Luren area da leiriba praja sing punamangna ato akan ba khongjang kaya sangchiloi haingai lete maramaduna ngasigi laingak bubiriba honorable governor na athubu matamda Bisembu district ki Luren area da leiriba praja sing ase Chakoba mamangda gas phanganbiu haidana aina hanna masigi laingaki singchinjari.
Spokesperson of MPCC Ningombam Bhupendra has alleged that the BJP-led NDA government has curtailed the powers and advantages of Right to Information Act, which was implemented by Congress accountability. Addressing media, Bhupendra Maite criticized amendments to the RTI Act since 2014, particularly the 2019 changes that gave the central government control over the tenure and service conditions of information commissioners. He also questioned provisions of the Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023, which exempt personal information from RTI, potentially limiting public access to data in the public interest. At the state level, he said the Manipur Information Commission remains severely understaffed, operating from a single room without its own infrastructure for over 20 years, and demanded for action to develop it into fully functioning commission.
Manipur government website asida Manipur da hajuzik laiba IAS, IPS adugo officers sing government employees sing makoi assets mayam do disclose to mathok tai madu hapat pibo mathok tai madudani koi Manipur sida transparency la kadroiba aduga corruption free or kadroiba Manipur Vigilance Commission haibase masigi website ako jebuk laite mayamna RTI ko phajana sijna biramba kidamakta koina thagat phomok chari adu hajuk shu RTI thare haraga mayama wahang hangli angshu hangakigani madugi protection piba se leiri sarkar asigi mathawni adu pi harabadi hana leisure me right to information ek asi dilute the bida hana leir madugi shakti adu restore to base mathok tai Manipur su information commission haba mathok tai Manipur information commission ki building tongana sagiraga che na thabak to honba madarkar tai with quality and time bound manner haraga.
Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Paunam Gunindro, has revealed that the university has received approval to set up a study center for Sanamahi religion, with the work set to commence once the state's prevailing situation and economy improve. He was speaking on the sidelines of Khelchanglon examination conducted by Khelchanglon Loishang under Lainingthau Sanamahi Temple Board at Lainingthau Sanamahi Shanglen, Haing Khongbal Ufong Yumpham today. The Vice Chancellor inspected the examination and commended the Temple Board its efforts in existed in Manipur since the early times with several existing literatures on it.
aduna masi aina sum khanjabada masi makha tana sudum chathar kinin khanji masi gi sikor si chumnagi itihas ki puar gi mahiru amna su khangdaba yadaba mayam ma mesti yauri aduna khenchang lung da natana.
Children brought from different places were given oral polio drops. Speaking on the occasion, Director Dr. N. Bino stated that although India was declared polio-free by the World Health Organization in 2014, the country remains at risk due to polio cases still being reported in some neighboring countries. Therefore, this immunization drive is being conducted to protect children in India from any possible resurgence of polio.
State situation mayam si displace country mayam sigi neighboring kanusing si loin porous oi hai tare Myanmar ka thangnari ba dagi Bangladesh ka thangnari ba border mayam si loin porous oi ba laibanina program si khoi di state si loin chinba thungna loin program si topiu hairu dagi akhoi Manipur gi loin chinba thungna to bayo ani adu ato atai atopa khoi state atai hai tare adu di moi gi district si particular state khara khangal ga baina to ba adwaina to raga khoi program si adudagi khoi na se sub national immunization de na saina maming se saina all isi.
State Immunization Officer of Manipur, Dr. K.H.S. Memza, stated that during the 3 days Polio Sub-National Immunization Day 2025, starting from today, the department has set a target to administer polio drops to 3,16,671 children. To achieve this, 3,167 booths have been set up across the state with special focus on reaching children under 5 years of age. She further informed that in addition to the children vaccinated at the booths, special follow-up efforts will be carried out to ensure that any remaining eligible children are given the polio drops. For this, Health Department personnel will also conduct house-to-house visits to administer the vaccine to children who may have been missed. She appealed to the parents to ensure that the children receive the polio drops.
Khoi angang sing sahi manga phaugi manung da hek popodagi na sahi manga phaugi manung da angang singu manak nakpa hospital natraga manak nakpa but sing da pothok piraga yam da khoi angang sing che 100 kapthok na ba haibadi angang amatta kap ta ba lehodana ba pithak ta na ba pithak pal ta ba lehodana na ba khoi punna hona mi duna polio drop ani dang pithaga koina hairiba tamthiraba polio hairiba laina sidagi ngakthokpa ngamnanaba amadi polio free India gi akhoi maintenance ase thamba ngamnanaba akhoi immune system kankhatnaba hotnabada akhoi Manipur su akhoi chama hida kapthoksi.
Lok Sabha MP Dr. Ngomcha Bimol Khoizam today inaugurated a newly constructed public lavatory at Kwakaitel Market. The facility was built under the Member of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme for the year 2024-25. The inauguration ceremony, he urged the public to treat community assets as their own and to ensure that the new lavatory remains clean and functional for all users.
Sarkar akoige taxpayer money ka wi mayam na thada ge paisa ngatni sarkar gi paisa je miyam na ti ba tax ne ba ado aina kada ida kamai sin na ge to khatane ba decision do ida lobo gi wani ai gi office na MP u ba ge ko aduna ai gi ida na te se miyam ne aduna miyam na suma se section na se nabiu.
The 18th Foundation Day of All Community Development Organization Moray Akodom was held today at Spice Hotel and Resort in Wangjing. The meeting was attended by President of Akodom, Thangzam Buddha Maitai, Chairman of Committee on Protection of Maitai Victims Kopmev Moray, Laishangthem Inausa Maitai, and Advisor of Nupi Kunai Chaukhat Lamjing Lup Moray Yumnam Jotila Laima as the dignitaries. The event was also attended by internally displaced persons, IDPs, residing at the Wangjing Kotompokpi Sports Complex Relief Camp, Wangjing Lambing Higher Secondary School Relief Camp, and nearby areas. The attendees observed 2 minutes silence with standing ovation as a sign of respect and reverence to those deceased who have taken major role for the state. Speaking at the event, President of Akodom Thangzam Buddha Maitai emphasized the organization's unwavering commitment since its inception to the welfare of the people of Moray, working inclusively across all communities. He highlighted the organization's significant role in addressing various important issues affecting the state. He stated that this ongoing struggle has escalated into what he described as a proxy war orchestrated by the Indian government, and it cannot be considered as a communal conflict.
Lansina lorba matungdadi Moreda hanjalaba matungdadi ekodom manadum laikigani maram maduna ngasigi sigumba ekodom gi mapok kumonsi oi sahi kudingi leptuna pangthok chai mamang su pangthoi matung tar su pangthok chagini loinana ayeng Moreda hanjalaba matungdasu ekodom more miyam gi damak thabak soisodan tawkini haibo famsi thamjari.
As part of the effort to protect children in Thoubal district from the threat of polio, the Pulse Polio Program 2025 was officially launched at the Chief Medical Officer CMO office complex in Thoubal Wang Mataba, targeting all children under 5 years of age. First receives the polio drop. She urged parents and families to actively participate in the effort to keep India polio free and prevent any resurgence of the disease. At Sandangkhong, Asha workers, Anganwadi workers and helpers from Sandangkhong and under PHC Wangu in Sugnu AC of Kakching district administered polio drops. Similarly, in Bishnupur district, staff from PHC Kumbi and the Ayushman Arogya Mandir arm Wangu Sandangkhong, including nurses, Asha workers, Anganwadi workers and helpers, also administered children with polio drops. In addition, around 80 children were given polio drops at the 2 polio booths today. During the program at the Wangu Sandangkhong polio booth, Anganwadi helper Y. Gangarani appealed to parents to bring their children for polio drop and stressed the importance of timely administration of the polio drops. She urged families to actively cooperate in preventing polio and assured that door-to-door visits will be conducted to ensure that no child is left unvaccinated.
ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯍꯤꯗꯥꯛ ꯄꯤꯊꯛꯆꯔꯤꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯣꯂꯤꯑꯣ ꯂꯩꯅꯥꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯆꯅꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯄꯤꯊꯛꯆꯕꯅꯤ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯈꯪꯗꯕ ꯂꯩꯔꯒꯁꯨ ꯃꯅꯥꯛ ꯅꯛꯄ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯜꯄꯔ ꯋꯥꯀꯔꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯗꯤꯁꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯛ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛꯇ ꯇꯧꯔꯤꯁꯤꯗ ꯊꯣꯛꯂꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯅ ꯄꯤꯊꯛꯄꯤꯌꯣꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯖꯔꯤ.
The District Health Society Tamenglong and Family Welfare Division Tamenglong formally launched Sub-National Immunization Day on intensified pulse polio immunization at Town Baptist Church, sponsored by State Health Society and Family Welfare Services, Manipur. Deputy Commissioner Tamenglong, Dr. L. Angshim Dangshawa, Town Baptist Church Pastor Dr. Reverend Namsadai Kamai, ICDS Supervisors Ruth and Kamai Kamgui Liu, Zonal Educational Officer Abuanpao Christopher, District Immunization Officer Dr. Sunil Kamai were among the guests that attended the launching program. Speaking at the launch of the program, District Immunization Officer Dr. Sunil Kamai announced that 8,117 children up to 5 years are targeted for vaccination under the Sub-National Immunization Day as part of the intensified pulse polio immunization campaign. To achieve this, 145 booths have been set up with 380 vaccinators and 24 supervisors. He noted that while India has been declared polio-free by the World Health Organization, the virus still exists in some countries and poses a risk of re-entry. He stressed the importance of administering the polio vaccine during every round to ensure full protection for children and to maintain India's polio-free status. Deputy Commissioner Dr. L. Angshim Dangshawa also urged parents to immunize their children on time, highlighting the continued risk of transmission from neighboring countries and the need for constant vigilance. Town Baptist Church Pastor Dr. Reverend Namsadai Kamai prayed before polio drops were immunized. Polio Sub-National Immunization Day was observed in Senapati with a district-level launch organized by the District Health Society at Traffic Point, Senapati Market today. The event was graced by Additional Deputy Commissioner of Senapati, Rang David Kung, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sumpi Percy and Dr. Helen Shimri of District Hospital Senapati as the dignitaries. Speaking at the event, the additional DC urged all parents to ensure their children receive vaccinations, noting that preventing diseases like polio is essential for building a healthy society. He praised ASHA workers for their vital role at the grassroots level and encouraged full cooperation from the public during the immunization drive. Following the speeches, officials administered polio drops to children present at a venue, and ASHA workers were dispatched to carry out door-to-door vaccination across the region.